5 minerals right there. So someone should definitely mine that. And it looks like Huck is going for the high yield expansion at this point. I think he does have enough to hold off anything that Nazgul can throw at him, but we're going to see him try and take him out right now. And look at this Archon just taking the brute force of that attack. And that is just not enough stalkers to do anything. Although he actually did kill one carrier, forced to back out now, getting chased down by the carriers. He does have Blink to get away, and wisely long distance mining here. And TLO is just like, while I just kind of sit back with my Ravens and make the and make the balance of power with my Ravens. Oh, the little one, how you are the cutest German of all time. And Nazgul just has this one mining base, and Huck really doesn't have anything to, it's just kind of unfortunate because no one is messing with the little one, and Huck and Nazgul are duking it out, so the little one's going to be pretty comfortable here, and also dropping some turrets down here so we can secure this expansion as well. So at this point, we're just kind of waiting for these units to engage each other as everyone's a little bit timid, and Jinro does not have anything going for him down at the bottom center. He has like no income whatsoever. Hunter Seeker missiles on the probes, which is why they're exploding. These High Templar are wanting to feedback, and we are going to see some feedback, but not enough there because he actually feedbacked the ones that had very low energy already. Feedbacking a ghost there, getting one shot, but it's just that one Hunter Seeker missile on that army will be enough. Now, once again, Jinro is shooting 3 nukes over here, and he could be using these on the little one, but I guess he's too scared of those Ravens. And so this is going to kill several of these. Boom, 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 and I think that was enough booms right there to summarize what just happened. So we are seeing another nuke right here. I don't know how these people are affording so many nukes. This one's actually the little ones, and this nuke is getting really, really close. No, they're going to back out. The Ravens are going to wisely not fly into that. That is definitely a danger zone at this point, where he cannot afford to lose these units whatsoever. So again, another battle over here. Storming, but Blink, you can easily get away from there. And that's exactly what he did. So he does have this high yield expansion, and that's good. He definitely needs that, as this map is almost completely mined out. How is this expansion not mined out? This is like a fresh expansion here. No one has really had this, as they still have about 1,000 minerals on each of these patches. So that's actually really, really good for Huck right now. But what's not good for Huck is these Ghosts and Ravens moving out. He doesn't really have anything to deal with this. He wants to try and Psy Storm and feedback at the same time. Hunter Seeker missiles, though, are going to blow up all of those High Templar, as they definitely cannot get away because they are too slow. These Ravens are pissed. Gotta try and be Hunter Seeker missiling those carriers, but they are going to escape for now. More nukes going down. I don't even know where they're at this point. Oh, there they are. So that actually did nothing, but that's okay because I guess he was trying to kill those probes. There were no probes there, though, and the little one's like, carry on, even though I can see your ghost. Go ahead and keep nuking, because everyone at this point is helping the little one. And stormed actually a lot of Marines there. This guy got 8 kills, so that army did get hacked to pieces just a little bit, although 136 supplies still. And he is going to be locking down this expansion for Huck. And it looks like Heosat, this must be pretty serious between Nazgul and Huck, which is true. We have been seeing a very epic battle here, although it does look like Nazgul wants a little piece of the little one action, and a storm on top of those Marines, which there is not enough energy for at this moment in the game, would definitely, it put a little dent there. It's just that no one has anything to deal with these mass Ravens. Like, there is literally nothing they can make right now to kill this amount of Ravens, considering what their economies are at right now. So Huck, I guess, just wants to defend this expansion. He's the only one with a heavy mining expansion, although it does look like the little one is getting set up here, as he is now, where is this nuke at? Killing some long-distance mining probes. That's not cool, man. So they are getting forced to back out of there, and also long-distance mining into this main. So Huck gonna be killing turrets over here. Really no reason to actually be doing that. But hey, man, whatever. As these players, they just know if they engage, they are going to leave themselves so very vulnerable. And the little one is throwing up turrets just to defend, and also if he keeps his Ravens pretty low on energy, then he won't get feedback one shot. And so actually making a cute little design over here. Oh, it says TL, how cute. There's the T and there's the L. Aw, the little one. You would spell stuff. If you guys didn't know, the little one's known for spelling stuff in his previous games that he used to play. So good old the little one. Now I mean, he needs to win because he's spelling stuff with Ravens. That's definitely something I've never seen before whatsoever. So this is pretty hilarious at this point. It does look like Nazgul is trying to get a piece of Huck, but there is just not going to be enough. He is going to commit to this, though. So this could be a pretty big mistake here at this moment in the game, because there's just so many carriers to deal with it, and you can easily avoid storms. And it's kind of difficult to actually storm, because you have to storm where that little circle is, not where the actual carrier like image is. So the carrier 3D model. And so it is hard to actually get those storms extremely perfect. And so, again, I think that the little one with these Ravens is just in a really, really good spot. No one has anything to actually deal with these Ravens. Now, Jinro somehow still has money. I don't know where he is getting money from. This one money patch is eventually going to run out. Although able to kill a couple of Ravens there, but at what cost? The Hunter Seeker missile did kill a lot of carriers there. And the Raven count did get dwindled just a little bit. At the same time, though, these carriers are trying to get taken out here by these stalkers. Huck overextended himself just a little bit, losing 2 carriers, now 3, and there is only 2 remaining carriers. Some zealots are getting, I mean, some of the zealots were able to clean that up. So Nazgul actually left the game. He was completely out of money, I think, and he had nowhere left to mine. So now the little one is looking to be in really, really good shape. And Huck at this point, let's see. So Huck's at 71 supply. The little one's at 131. So Huck is just going to be mining from the space at this point. He's also long distance mining a little bit. The little one does have a high yield expansion over here, and this one is actually mining. So there we go. Just looking at the income, they're fairly even here. And where's this nuke going to be at? Oh, at this high yield expansion. This could actually hurt the little one quite a bit. And Marines can be killing SCVs here, but the SCVs are going to actually get out of there. So they are not going to die, but there are also another nuke over here. I really don't know how Jinro is able to get this many nukes, considering he has been long-distance mining for like a bajillion hours. And no, all the SCVs came back! Although that wasn't the same nuke, it did already land. But that is so many SCVs, not going to get that though. And the nukes have been landing left and right, not really doing a lot of damage. This little one has been able to save most of his units, and he even lifted off his command center to get it out of there. But the Ghost, this is one thing people don't know, is you can actually do pretty good worker harass with a stealth Ghost. You can just tell him to attack, and he will kill SCVs all day, which is exactly what he's doing. Although the Ravens are going to spot this and trying to get off another lucky nuke somewhere, which I don't even know if it's going to be enough, but Huck's army is slowly growing in size, and if he just sits back and macros off this one base, he may stand a chance. He does need to lock down this expansion, though, which is exactly what he's doing with that storm. That killed a lot of SCVs. One of these guys just got a promotion with how many SCVs he has. With how many SCVs he killed with that Psystorm. And so it does look like Jinro is on his last nuke. So there he goes right there. And he is producing it right now. Can this be a glorious nuke or not? And actually the little one is getting, his army is actually getting whittled down. So Huck now actually looking to be in a good spot at this point in the game, as there's only Marines and Ravens. So it's going to come down to if these Ravens can blow up all these carriers or not, which there are only 4 of. Is Huck making more carriers? Yes, he is, very easily, I may add, because he does have this expansion. But basically, almost everything is mined out. This expansion hasn't been mined out, so someone may take that in just a little bit. And I think Heosat is honestly still in this game. He has somehow mustered up a couple of Zerglings to attack the little one in this game, just to be a little pest, as now everyone is teaming up against the little one. And it does look like Huck is actually getting quite a bit of stuff here, so he is going to be backing out from that nuke, which I don't think was that the last nuke. I'm not sure where. Oh yeah, it did go from right there. He didn't get any kills, unfortunately. So there is. It says there's 3 nukes, so maybe he can make something happen here. It's just that the little one actually doesn't have any income at this point. He's long distance mining right here, but that is it. And he keeps getting nuked right now, so Huck's army is actually looking pretty darn good. And Jinro is trying to nuke several of these units, but it's just not going to be enough. I don't think it's going to happen. 1 nuke right there. Didn't get any kills, though, as those probes are going through the charred remains. And so where are the Ravens at? So this Raven Cloud, a Raven, what is it called? A murder of Ravens? Is that, or is that crows? But we'll call it a murder of Ravens anyway, just to stick with it, just to sound witty and to pat ourselves on the back that we knew that. And so, oh, this is so funny. I honestly don't know who's going to win at this point, because there is enough energy on these to just Hunter Seeker missile the hell basically out of these carriers to kill them. And for some reason, Hunter Seeker missiling the Warp Prism, and it could not get away, trying to micro it away, but it was not going to be enough. And Jinro, yeah, he still hasn't mined this mineral patch of 5 minerals. So he's trying to figure out what to do with these SCVs. And I'm going to speed up just a tiny little bit here, as no one is actually engaging. And Huck is just doing some small talk here to try and throw everyone off of this game. And he GG'd out like 5 minutes ago. Huck says LOL. So they're just having some casual talk here while Huck is going to be macroing up his army. And he is actually going to push in here with these carriers. And oh, a bunch of Marines there actually finally getting a use out of these Marines, stemming up, killing one carrier as it does go down. Feedback on all the Ravens, somehow able to click on nearly all those Ravens and storm on top of all those Marines. Wow, there's only 5, now 4 Ravens remaining. That was really, really good micro there by Huck, able to actually make that happen and survive. So now he actually has a ground army, and these Zealots do the Zealots have charge? Yes, they do, which is going to be really, really good against these Marines if he can just get one storm. So Huck somehow able to stay in this game, and Heosat just dropping creep over here because that's really all he has going for him at this point. And he does have a couple of Zerglings, but that is it, as he was actually microing that Overlord just to be a little pest. And I think that the little one is actually out of money. Now, he is mining over here, just barely, but I think Huck's income is virtually non-existent because he's getting mined out. So it's going to come down to if this army right here and these High Templar can kill this army right here. This is so dangerously close. I mean, Huck is long-distance mining a little bit, but this is his only Nexus that's anywhere reasonably close. And so he'd have to secure this or something to make anything happen. So once again, gotta speed it up here just because there's no action right now, and it's basically coming down to a few remaining units for these players. Are we going to see an engagement right here? It does look like Huck wants to engage this. He does need to be careful though, simply because there are so many Marines. Look at this, they're sniping all the interceptors because there's so many, and Huck cannot afford to actually reproduce those. What he can afford to do though is Psystorm these Marines, and that then his carriers would be so much more effective. There goes one nuke right there. That's not actually going to kill anything, as these carriers are going to attempt to engage this army. It looks like Huck is being very, very careful here, trying to kill that planetary fortress, even though it's not doing that much. And there we go, storming on top of the Marines there. I tried to slow it down, but my computer lagged because of the epicness. Now, a lot of the Marines have gone down. The Marines are kind of the biggest threat right now, as they are killing several of the interceptors. There we go. Now he needs to actually focus down the Marines as best he can, just keeping in mind that there are Ravens there who want nothing more than to send out all of those Hunter Seeker missiles. Although it's just that this army is actually pretty strong. And Heosat, just barely avoiding death there, is going to run in there and then die. So he avoided it for a couple of seconds, and then he died. And I think that Heosat does not have anything left in this game. So Heosat is definitely done. It is officially 3 players left, although Jinro I don't think can actually do anything at this point. So just going to speed this up here as Huck is just macroing up his army as best he can. And is he making any more carriers? No, he is not, as he is completely mined out everywhere almost. I mean, he's trying to long distance mine from this area, but I mean, it's just got to come down to if Huck can make it happen with these carriers. But the bad thing for Huck is that the little one does have this high yield right now, and so he is going to be able to keep mining here and sniping. I just saw a snipe go off on those ghosts. So basically, we are waiting to see if Huck can micro like a king, or if the little one can micro like a champ. And actually getting feedback on these Ravens, which makes it very difficult to get enough energy for the Hunter Seeker missile. Oh, it's just called a Seeker missile now. It used to be called the Hunter Seeker missile, so that's why I always called it that. With microing this ghost, though, he was able to get 11 kills, and I think Huck's actually sitting really, really well right now, as his supply is 92, the little one is at 91. I think the problem is, though, is that it's a lot of Marines, and his Raven Cloud is not nearly as powerful as it used to be. So we're going to be sending out a starport here just to kind of scout around, see exactly what's going on. These carriers look so awesome if you look at them from the front, as these guys, yeah, they have mass upgrades, 2 shields, 3 armor, and the 3 attack. And going to be killing that starport there, as it does not stand a chance. All Jinro wants to do is scout around the map and see what's going on. I mean, come on, guys. Let him just have that one little thing. Heosat complaining about his Australian time, that it is 2 a.m. at this point, but so much feedback on these Ravens. They have, like, no energy, which that means that all Huck has to do is kill these Marines, but the Marines are very, very strong against the carriers if you misclick your carrier. So it could go either way at this point. And just gonna speed up once again as we are waiting. Huck he's broke. He cannot make any more units, so it's going to be this 106 army versus the 110 army, and which is exactly what we're gonna see right now. So there is a nuke going down on top of Huck as well. Enough energy for a couple of turns over here. There is not going to be any storm. These dudes need to get out of there, and there's actually, oh, he morphed them all all into Archons. Surprisingly enough, I think he wanted to finish that right there, and that nuke did go down. Didn't actually kill anything, though. I'm surprised he did that because now he's going to have a hard time dealing with these Marines, especially now if there's a medevac trying to heal everyone up, but she doesn't have enough energy to heal this entire army, so she's working overtime. I'm surprised that Huck actually got all Archons, so if we look at the unit counting station, he has no High Templar, and he does not have enough gas to actually get a High Templar, and there's like no gas on the map for him to mine at this point. So that could actually cost him the game in this epic free-for-all, because these Marines are really going to be really, really strong against everything else he has. But we'll see. It's just that there's a planetary fortress right here, and the LittleOne is continuing to mine from this high-yield expansion. So here comes Huck right now. Is he going to try and end this at this moment in the game? Are we going to see the epic battle here? It should be any second. Keep in mind that Jinro is completely out of it. And is it just me and TLO? And LiquidJinro says he has a Ghost and a Trapped SCV behind a turret. So I've killed like 8 SCVs of his, though. And that Ghost is indeed right here with 16 kills. That guy's really happy. He is like the one remaining commando of that army. It's like he's playing a campaign mission where you get one unit and that's it. So here we go right now. This should be the final battle. There is no storm here, so I don't know if it's going to be enough to deal with these mass Marines. EMPs are going down on top of these Archons, which means the Archons are going to evaporate very, very quickly. And the Marines, like I said, going to be very, very powerful against this army. However, there are still 6 carriers on the field, and the Marines are going to be chasing them down, though. And if he stims again, he should be able to micro against them. And so Huck does GG, and actually I think he could have killed that. So it does look like the LittleOne is going to be your victor in the first ever pro-level game FFA from Korea. So if you guys actually made it through this entire game and you watched the whole thing, definitely leave a comment saying, wow, that was epic. Because that was epic. So anyways, a lot of people did request an FFA of high-level players. I definitely got to say a huge thanks to Heosat for making it happen. Huge thanks to Team Liquid, of course, for volunteering an hour of their time to make this happen and allowing me to cast it. So that is great. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please thumbs up and rate it, because it is not very often that you get to see something nearly this epic. So that is that. I'm going to stop talking for the rest of the day because my voice is destroyed. But I will see you guys next time.